8 healthy habits. Prepare to yank my finger and keep it still. 8 obnoxious habits you should avoid. There are some that are good for you. A lot of disgusting habits that are hard to break. Us, regardless of how much we desire. It's so difficult to get rid of them. However, these habits may not be as harmful as they appear. Let's see what disgusting things we can find. Things you probably do on a daily basis that aren't necessarily good for you. Actually beneficial to you, but before we get started, let's take a look at some of. Begin by subscribing to our newsletter. Turn on notifications and change the channel. That none of our new products will be missed. From number 8, there are videos that count down. Shower peeing. We never admit it, though. However, the vast majority, if not all, of us engage in it. Glamour magazine reports that they questioned 1,000 women. Various issues, such as whether or not to. They don't pee in the shower, for example. What's more, nearly 75% of those polled said takers admitted to committing the crime. It happens to everyone at some point in their lives. Is there something we should be embarrassed about, or is there something we should be proud of? Believe it or not, it's perfectly fine. The second option provides a more accurate representation of the situation. Your pee may contain uric acid and ammonia, assisting in the prevention of fungus growth in the vicinity of your Also, if you choose, toes aren't so bad. Yes, it's possible to urinate in the shower. Your water bill could be reduced. As well as the fact that your toilet paper appears to be out of date. A number that is surprisingly useful. A total of 7. When someone just wants to be alone, it's never attractive. They spit on the ground with their saliva. Every 5 minutes, and if it's finished at that time, it's done. Spitting in public is unacceptable. There is something disgusting and extremely irritating about it. However, there is an exception when it comes to actually suitable and even healthy. When you're in a hurry, it's necessary. Specifically exercising in this area. Situation. You can get more oxygen by spitting. We normally breathe, as you can see. Since doing this warms us up, we'll breathe through our nose. The air we breathe is moistened and cleansed by up in facilitating the body's oxygen absorption. But when we work out, we work more efficiently. We have a proclivity for breathing through our mouths. As a result, more saliva is produced. As a result, it is difficult to breathe normally. Getting rid of the is fine. Exercise-induced mucus. Just as you'd expect, it's spitting out. In some cases, but it's better in others. To stop doing this horrible thing as soon as possible. Possible. Music. Despite the fact that no. 6. Chewing gum. It's not good to be constantly chewing gum. It's a habit that should be practiced in moderation. That isn't to say that bad gum lacks any. True, but there are differences in nutritional benefits. There are, according to studies. You can get a lot of good things. Aside from bubbles, I ran out of gum. Experimenting with the topic. St. Lawrence University psychologists. Chewing gum is beneficial to your health. Even for test taking, it is beneficial to study. It's because it's better than caffeine. Gum chewing aids in concentration. Your memory helps you relax and stay in the right frame of mind. Cortisol levels. There are far too many benefits in terms of levels. In return for resembling a chewing cow. So the next time you're studying, remember to chew their cud. Whether it's for an exam or a large project. Chew some gum for your project, it will be beneficial. To finish the task. Number 5 is my personal favorite. Perhaps this one isn't so much of a fart as it is a. Because it's just a bodily function, it's a habit. But that isn't to say it isn't useful. When one stutters or quotes, out, particularly if you're not by yourself. Our bodies wouldn't exist in a perfect world. Humiliate us in this manner, but it's really not necessary. It isn't nearly as bad as it appears. Farting is, in fact, vital to your survival. You may not realize it, but your body is constantly changing. 14 times a day on average, and 3 to 5 times during the process. You can see your gastrointestinal tract while sleeping begins to emit CO2 and 6 hours after eating, methane is produced, and farting aids in the elimination of these substances from your body. Gases, so if you're used to trying to keep your mouth shut, you might want to reconsider. You may want to refrain from farting in public. Keeping the gas inside can lead to a variety of complications. Bloating and stomach pains, as well as if you're pregnant. When you rip a big one on a regular basis, it indicates that you're serious about your game. Bacteria that colonizes your intestines. Your immune system will be boosted if you eat fruits and vegetables that are good for you, as well as receiving all of the necessary nutrients. It's a good sign, after all. So, if you'd like, please pull my finger. Burping, number 4. If it isn't coming out of one end, it isn't coming out of the other. The other burping is about to come out. Some people have almost turned it into a party tradition. Did you know that there are social circles? There is a global burping organization. International Burping Championships. You can even find a championship Yelp. One of the winners has a video on YouTube, delivering an incredible 18-second performance. Burp is good for him, but it's not good for some of us. Embarrassed by belching, I'm still a little. However, after you've had a good burp, it's not a good idea to be stuffed after a big meal. It is actually beneficial to your health, since it aids in the alleviation of all of these. Internal gaseous pressure suffocates a belch while keeping the gas in your stomach. On the other hand, stomach problems could occur. Acid from your stomach to splash into your mouth. Bellet, resulting in chest pain. If, on the other hand, you notice that you're having trouble sleeping throughout the day, I burp excessively. In this case, it's also not a good sign. You should consult the doctor right away if this is the case, because it could be an acid reflux symptom. Music. Biting your nails is number 3 on the list. Another common occurrence is nail biting. Habit that miraculously transforms us. When we're stressed out, we feel better. It's obviously revolting and filthy, but it also has health benefits. You ingest when you bite your nails bacteria found on and beneath the surface. That sounds downright obnoxious to them. However, your immune system suffers as a result. To begin the production of white blood cells. Bacteria fighting cells. These bacteria are also noted by your body, so that if you come across a, you'll have a specific strand once more. The lymphocytes that are able to combat it. It basically means that we're working on something. Biting our nails does our body a favor. In addition to a journal article. Sucking children, according to pediatricians, their nails or gnaw on their thumbs. Allergies are less likely to occur. After all, I suppose nail biting isn't all bad. All. And number 2, wait a minute, is this almost really number 2, picking your nose and eating your boogers says it. Right here. Okay, I think we can all agree that this is the worst habit on the list. So far you're probably thinking there's absolutely no way that picking your nose and consuming what comes out on your finger can possibly be good for you, but it is, according to a study published by the American Society for Microbiology and conducted by scientists from different universities including Harvard. Really, they have time for this eating? Boogers may actually help boost your immune system since they contain Salivary mucins. That can fight cavity-causing bacteria. I thought it was just like nasal recycling. Basically when you dig for gold and eat the treasures, you trigger your immune system to release white blood cells in order to defend itself against a certain type of bacteria, and there you go. Your system comes out way stronger. Scott Napper, a professor of biochemistry at the University of Saskatchewan and the co-author of the study, even says that when you feel the urge to eat a booger, you should just go with it. It might be a booger to you, but it's not for me. And number 1, skipping showers. Taking a shower every day keeps you clean, fresh and healthy, right? Well, not exactly. The truth is that if you shower every single day, you wash away your body's natural oils, leaving it unprotected and dry. Even hot water without soap can destroy tons of useful bacteria that your skin needs to stay radiant and plump, and the more showers you take, the worse the damage will be. Your hair doesn't appreciate it either. Showering every day dries out your scalp and can lead to dandruff, but even more surprising, it can also cause your hair to become extremely oily, since your body will start pumping out more of its own oils to overcompensate for the sudden dryness. So perhaps try to skimp on the shower from time to time. You'll be happy, since you get to sleep in a bit, and your skin and hair will definitely appreciate it. So now that we've broken down all these bad but good habits for you, it's time for a disclaimer. Everything here should be in moderation. Yes, we found out that eating boogers isn't all that bad, but that doesn't mean you should have them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's still better to kick any habit that makes you feel bad, ashamed, or uncomfortable. It's just that if you give in 1 or 2 times along the way, don't beat yourself up for it. You're not harming your body as much as you or society might think. Now hear this. See, that wasn't so bad. And what about you? Are you ready to admit any of these bad but kind of good habits? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to click subscribe to stay on the best health of life. You.